you doing?
I'm doing the symphony.
Symphony.
As the super chats rolling. Okay, let's start with the topic of the show, and then we'll go through all the other shits. NFL rules were changed today. NFL only for the playoffs, though. Only for the playoffs.
If people got pissed enough about that Bills and Chiefs game, and it's like, I'm sorry. I mean, people talk about OT. I mean, I'm not a fan of it because I feel like it just eliminates a ton of like. Well, how can you really describe it? It's just
win it in regulation.
I feel like people should play defense. I'm sorry.
Win it in regulation. Yeah, but
shit. That too. You have 60 minutes to play. You need some form of risk. That risk is the coin toss.
Yeah, the coin toss should, but yeah, like the coin toss shouldn't mean as much, you know. All right. Graph on T-roll trying to start the show off with a big bomb.
There you go.
Italy seriously laid an egg against North Macedonia and therefore will have to miss the second World Cup in a row. Who would have guessed that Canada would participate in one, a first in 36 years, no less, more recently than Italy? Dude,
if you actually saw earlier, Italy like fell apart. And you also remember Egypt is actually out too because they just kept throwing like laser pointers at the goalie.
Yeah, that was dirty. That was dirty.
It's dirty, but apparently there's no ruling against it in the African like federation.
CONMEBOL or whatever it is. What do you call it? Italy won the World Cup in 2006. Like won it all.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I cannot believe that
Italy's going to have to look at themselves in the mirror and realize that something's wrong. Germany had the same issues, I think, 20 years ago, where they missed a bunch of World Cups or had issues with developing stuff.
Germany is always,
and then they got it together. They fixed their issues and they solved it. U.S., I don't know if they're going to solve it because, like, the issues from 4 years ago are still there. Like, you know, the pay to play.
We're probably going to make this year.
Hopefully. I mean, as long as we don't lose to Trinidad and Tobago again.
No, we have who were we playing last? Costa Rica, and we just have to not lose.
Costa Rica's a tough opponent, though.
Yeah.
Tough opponent, though.
Yeah, we just have
Costa Rica's an up-and-coming nation. A lot of guys in the MLS from Costa Rica.
Yeah. I've been to Costa Rica. Beautiful country. Rangers are losing 1-0 to the Penguins. Here's the thing about the overtime rules, by the way, because I'm all over the place because I have ADHD and I don't really care.
Are we all? I mean, that's why nobody's watching this show. Right. It's me too, dude. I'm scatterbrained too when it comes to this stuff.
Dude, I've witnessed you like go through entire scripts in your head, like while other people are in the room, and like you're just like in your own. You're like me. I'm in my own world. Like
I lose my mind, and it's easier to just like somebody goes off. It's like, what you mean this video?
You were.
I sometimes do that on here.
In Daytona, you were struggling with the heat exhaustion and just, you know.
Well, like it wasn't heat exhaustion. It was the humidity. It was just like
it
was like I was stuck in like a dude's crotch.
Yeah.
It was, ugh.
Anyways, I just feel like the overtime rules, like that was the one thing that I don't know that they didn't really need to change, but I guess.
Well, they changed it out of emotion. That's what happened. I would have been fine with the Titans OT proposal, where it's like, okay, you can score a touchdown, but you don't win unless you go for two. Then you add a level of risk to offense in case you miss the 2-point conversion.
So you score,
and the opposing team would be able to score a touchdown and
still win,
kick the extra point and win. Yeah,
but then the advantage kind of tips to the the opposing team would just have to have a stout 2-point defense, right?
Well, it's just like it's luck based, if anything.
Yeah.
But like I said, I like it better than like giving equal opportunity because like it's not about being fun. It's not about being fair. It's about deciding a winner. And at some point, you have 60 minutes to decide a winner and you need some form of risk. And once again, it's like unfair because most of the time defenses can't stop them. People talked about Kansas City, New England because Don Sutton's defense sucked and they couldn't stop New England on several 3rd and longs.
You know what?
Kansas City. Buffalo had their chances to stop Kansas City too, and they couldn't.
You know,
don't give up 2 big plays in 13 seconds.
Yeah, I like the rule if you took the over, right, and you were way down, and like you're like, all right, we score a touchdown, and then they go and score a touchdown. I can swing 16 points in this overtime. If I took
that's
the over.
more for the bettors, if anything.
Yeah,
they're going to be bets how many points they score in OT.
Yes. All right, give it up for my degenerates. Jared Froman.
You'll have a lot of scoregami, though.
We would have a ton of scoregami, especially under your 2-point proposal, because that'd be a 8 or.
Well, if you have to go for 2, oh yeah,
right.
Then it just becomes college football, and it just becomes diluted.
Yeah. Jared Froman, what's worse, the Leafs goaltending or the Red Wings special teams? Oof. I don't know. Leafs goaltending is pretty bad right now.
I mean, it's bad, and then they ended up winning against Florida last night, surprisingly. And then, actually, they played Boston tonight.
Austin Matthews can play his ass off. Tucker White, 94.
No goaltending.
Oh, no, that was a save by Jari. No. Yeah, Jari's pretty fucking good. I'm going to read this and then you read Happy Camper. But now that Formula One avoided the nightmare scenario by throwing caution to the wind, let's never return to Saudi Arabia again. But of course it will, because money talks. They literally had a missile attack on the port next to the fucking race venue, and then the government was like, "Oh, it's okay. We're safe. You stay here."
Because they make money. They make money.
Right. They're and then they're like, all right, let's sell a couple barrels of oil, and we'll give them like 90 extra million.
Well, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, and Kuwait. That's where the money is, man.
Oh yeah.
And that's where all the Grand Prix are going to be.
It's money you don't even have to.
It's all that oil money.
Right. You just pull it out of the ground. You're just like,
Saudi sheiks, baby.
Yep. Whoa, what a save by Shesterkin. All right, you read this.
Happy Camper. Next time 5 is made fun of for being bald, we will all donate to Scooter on Clickbait and have him slap Chris Rock in your honor. OT rules didn't need fixing. Can't wait for sports ball and the why the Orioles are so bad vid. I mean, am I the only person who does not care that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock? It's just like, I feel like it's like, that's the most attention the Oscars have gotten in like 10 years.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering, are you in camp it was staged, or are you in camp
part of me thinks it was real? I think it was real because, like, if you think about it, Will Smith was laughing at first, and then his wife was like really pissy. Like, if you kind of look at the photo, like it really zoom in, and then like after you see like his wife gave him the look, you know, like when you need to do something. It's like he gave him that death glare.
It smelled so bad. Like, because when he slaps him, like, Rock moves like a little bit before the slap gets there. Remember, Will Smith is he won an Oscar, okay, for acting.
For being Muhammad Ali.
Yes. He won for playing Richard Williams. Like, he's a great actor. So I don't know. There are questions. But the meme content was great because I think I saw somebody that said, I think it was it me, Cole Hardman? He said, man, he was like, damn, I could never be like Will Smith. I could never protect somebody else's girl like that.
Right. Yeah, I remember like Jada like cheated on him repeatedly.
Yeah.
And they made him go on television and just look whipped as hell. And I'm just like, dude, I mean, I get you love your girl, but I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
that's.
I credit to him for loving his wife, but wrong way to handle it, dude. You got to handle that backstage.
Yeah, I guess, but that's why I'm saying, like, no charges pressed. Chris Rock didn't even fight back. Like,
Chris Rock just like handled it like a true pro. He's probably used to that. He did stand-up comedies for decades.
Yeah, but no one ever hits you in stand-up. Like, you deal with a heckler by like making fun of them. You don't just take the hit.
Even he's like, dude, it's a G.I. Jane joke. It's like, I don't think, my guess is he didn't even know. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, probably.
He thought it was like a personal choice.
Right. He's just reading off a teleprompter.
I don't think many people knew Jada Pinkett Smith had alopecia.
No.
Even if it is alopecia, I think it's like it's not a
Alopecia
severe case. I think it's mild. Yeah.
How did that puck not go in? All right. Bailey, thank you, by the way, for the who was that? Happy Camper for the $50 dono. Tree's gonna block out his camera so we can rub out a batch.
No, I just got to move it down a little bit.
Bailey Leisure, Song of the Night, Everlong by Foo Fighters. R.I.P. to Taylor Hawkins. Just saw them a month ago in Arizona. Great concert. Sad loss. In music, yeah, terrible loss. Apparently had an enlarged heart. Fantastic.
Yeah, I hope he didn't relapse because he had like 10 different drugs in his system.
He also had a pharmacy.
Yeah.
Apparently he had an entire Walgreens running through his system, but he also did have an enlarged heart, which is not a good mix. You don't want to mix drugs.
Enlarged heart is that's a ticking time bomb if it's enlarged. I mean, that's probably from years of drug abuse, unfortunately.
Yeah, you make it to the famous big time. Sometimes there's a hole in you.
There's a lot of issues with
cannot be filled with enough drugs or vagina or whatever he was into. Kenny Vasquez says Will Smith got into one little fight and his mom got scared. So he's moving back.
Moving to Bel Air.
I just feel like it was staged. Like Chris Rock just seems so nonchalant about it. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's typical. Like no one did anything either. Like that's spineless Hollywood for you. Good old virtue signaling.
Well, ratings it's not even about
Oscars. Ratings for the Oscars have been declining for years. Yeah.
It like went from like 9.5 to like 20 million after the slap because people wanted to see what it was about. That's all.
Yeah.
Said it's the most attention that the Oscars got in 10 years, 15 years, more.
Yeah,
because it's nothing but a Hollywood circle jerk. That's all those award ceremonies are. I haven't watched one of those since I was a kid.
I don't watch. I don't think I've watched them since I was a teenager because it's all this self-aggrandizing, like
it's just like they want to pretend they're changing the word. It's like, dude, like it's like if we went on stage just going off about how hard we've struggled and all the doubters we've had to overcome and how we're changing the world one video at a time. Dude, none of that happens. You make videos for entertainment. Great, you're pretty good at acting. You're not changing the world, dude.
Hold on. I just want to say to everyone, YouTube matters. It's important. So go
YouTube
out.
Does not matter. No. You need one of those videos, and then you
on our heads. What's that?
You need to use that as a thumbnail, man. It's like every time I put a plunger on my head, I save one little Ukrainian girl from a life of sex trafficking. That's how you do it, man.
That's right. Slacktivism at its finest. Dodger of Zion. People need to stop sleeping on women's March Madness. Last night's UConn NC State game proves it. Is South Carolina still in it? I think so.
I will have to check. So I know UConn did win.
The bracket is busted. I didn't even get a.
I think all of our brackets are destroyed, and it's like nobody's really that happy about it because if you think about it, look what happened. It's all blue bloods.
Yeah, it ended up being blue bloods, even though they were none of them were number one. Like North Carolina's an 8th seed. 8th seed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you start reading from Sir Random Guy.
Yes, sir. Let's go with the reenactment of the snap played by FPV as Will Smith, the chair is Chris Rock, and for the 5th and 7th picks is Jada. Also, Hard Knocks going to have to bring in a bunch of kneecaps.
All right, hold on. Keep Dave Gettleman's name out your mouth. Out your
Keep my GM's name out your fucking mouth. That's abuse, by the way.
Then I just sit down, and then later I'll get an award for the most coveted award in all.
Actually, you know what? Maybe Best Actor wasn't for his performance as Richard Williams. Maybe it was for his performance slapping Chris Rock.
That put him over the edge. Yes, it's chair abuse, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I already put golden hybrids up. Remember, $2 get displayed. 5 and above gets red. New rule.
And AA for 5. Claps in the chat for the St. Peter's Peacocks. Hell of an effort this year. Fuck yeah, man. 15th seed, the Elite 8. Let's go.
R.I.P. Doug Eggert. He literally died after the game. They said, "You've accomplished all that you can. Now we have to throw you in a ditch, Doug."
Mm-hmm.
You
Spartan win for 5. NFL free agency is slowing down, so I fully expect some big move tomorrow morning to show how wrong we were to think that. Please, no, I'm working on NFL free agency vids. I'm hoping to get one out tonight or tomorrow.
It seems like the Landrys and the Wagners and the Matthews, those will go like right before camp. They're
probably like through April. Like they've got time.
Yeah, their demand starts to get higher as camp starts and people start to get injured and stuff. And some middle linebacker tears his ACL in camp, and then they're like, "Fuck, we have to sign Bobby Wagner now." And he gets more like, it's smart. If I'm an agent, I want to hold off, unless someone's given silly money,
Yeah, exactly. You can work out and be fine. Just don't get injured and the insurance will be fine. Joe Batson for 5. First, the dumpster fire I can watch in almost 7 months. Happy to donate. Go Jags and Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
What?
Nice. Good to see you again, Joe.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk. No, they made it to the
Final Four.
The Final Four. Mm-hmm. They're doing well.
Only one seed still alive.
Yeah, I had them in the Final Four. That's the only pick I got right for the Final Four.
I think most people picked all in Final Fours.
I had Baylor and Gonzaga.
Yep. Thank God the USA should be going this year. And this time our team is pretty damn good, and Italy has not won a game in the KO stage since the 2006 final.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Is it coming home for England, though? That's all that matters.
I keep hearing that. That is like the most annoying chant besides our chant, the American chant. I believe. I believe that, like it I don't know. I would be put off by that if I was a foreigner fan. It's
the stereotype of American. It's just selfish dog shit. It's just being stereotypical.
Not a fan of the band Foreigner, who my friend actually opened up for. His band opened for Foreigner. Yeah. He's a pretty good musician. All right, keep reading.
Mm-hmm. Will do, sir. Let's go with Golden Hybrid 258. WWE Raw was in Pittsburgh yesterday, and someone in the front row wore a shirt that said Yinzer 316. Yinzer 316 says, Steelers guys Super Bowl.
You know what? That sounds like a clickbait punishment, is to make you wear a Yinzer 316 shirt.
Yinzer 316.
And have to be a typical Yinzer the entire clickbait episode. Where you just have to talk in that voice. And just every time someone asks you a question,
I make my takes even worse than usual. That's what I do. That's how you become a Yinzer.
Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season. And you just
it's like half that and half fire Tomlin immediately, and it's half like Tomlin is just made it because of Cowers players. It's half that, half that.
You should half like be a Ben Roethlisberger apologist and half just be like Mitch Trubisky.
He didn't have anything to do with those women over there. That was consensual, and there's nothing to do with that.
Yeah, Steely McBeam.
Yeah,
Steely McBeam. David Osmond. Would you be expecting Roger Goodell getting slapped in the face during the draft? Nobody's slapping Roger Goodell. If someone got that close to Roger Goodell in a hostile, purposeful walking manner, they would be shot by a sniper.
No, what's going to happen is that like there's a stand-up comedian and they're roasting like the NFL, and then Roger Goodell gives like the devil eyes to like a security guard, but instead of slapping, you just get like 3 bullets to the chest. That's what happens. And then they drag you out and they quietly applaud like,
yeah. And then Roger Goodell,
this person's assets have permanently been frozen and his family is ruined.
Yeah, and then Goodell gets a humanitarian award later.
Yep. The Medal of Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
That one guy. I say this as a Vikings fan. It should have stayed sudden death. Also, Tree looks like Big Ben's less evil, more handsome cousin.
Ooh, more handsome than Big Ben. Look at you raising the bar.
Barely.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's pretty low bar to handle. I don't think any woman would. Yeah, I don't think any woman is going to pick like Big Ben as their.
Well, I mean, they will because of money. That's what's going to happen. Like, look, he's in Pittsburgh now with the Penguins, and like the Penguins are like, oh yeah, go Penguins, just stellar Super Bowl. That's pretty much. Oh, your Rangers just scored, by the way. Looks like Zibanejad.
Oh, I'm on like a little delay, but there it is. He scores! Mika Zibanejad off the feed from, it looked like Vetrano down low.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Dumo couldn't get it out, and then just a little board battle.
There you go. Here it is. Oh, Dumo can't get it out.
Chucked it in the middle of the ice. It's a bad play, man.
Oh, Kreider tipped it.
Yeah.
Oh, how? No, that was not Zibanejad. That was Vetrano, I think. Zibanejad with the
Kreider was
to Vetrano on a slight screen by Dumoulin. Yep. And give Kreider another assist. Ooh, nice pickup on Vetrano.
The defender just broke his stick, like trying to pass the puck. He broke it in half, but you saved. So it's just like, it's weird. It's just like just awful luck.
Just Yorkin.
That's technically the proper way. M. Dome 87. Now I'm going to be busy at the hotel with North Carolina fans and players staying with us. Go Tar Heels. How about the Andy Dalton pickup by the Saints? I think he's their backup quarterback. Taysom Hill is being converted to tight end. So probably a quarterback competition.
That, Taysom Hill just following in the footsteps of Tim Tebow, another white quarterback.
Hey.
Can't throw.
You know what? Sean Payton got him his bag. I respect that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
The most overpaid player in the league. Keandre Miller just sawed off his stick right there.
That's what I mean. It's just like it just awful luck.
Oh, and nice blocker save there from Shistjerkin. Bud Pounder 420. What's the best college bowl game nobody watched? I always like the bowl game that's named after like the Weed Eater, like Poulan Weed Eater Bowl.
My favorite one is the Tax Slayer Bowl. It's such a badass name, like Slayer Bowl. Tax Slayer, man.
Or the Beef O'Brady Bowl.
Beef O'Brady Bowl is a good one.
Cherry Bundy. Cherry Bundy was a bowl. They should just.
I always had an affinity for the UBVA Compass Bowl because the was always in it. It was it was like January 5th. Like right before the national championship too, so it's like, it's like your dark match right before the main event. Before Raw, you have 2 matches to get people in the game and like excited for the festivities that are going to occur. That's what that was.
It's a degenerate.
It's like we need to get you excited for real football. Here's your matinee.
Right. That's where
it's your opener for comedy. Get them ready.
I wonder who I should take in this game on a Thursday. Cheese It Bowl. Yeah, I think OnlyFans should have a bowl at some point. Crypto's probably going to have a bowl.
Oh yeah. FTX will probably have one. The Outback Bowl's finally gone. Like I think that's changed to something else now. Like Outback is no longer sponsoring it.
The Dumpster Bowl. We should have the Dumpster Fire Bowl, the YouTube TV Bowl.
The self-important influencer bowl.
Yes, that should be a thing. Yeah, the Logan Paul versus Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor bowl. The San Diego
that'll happen, and they'll both make a shitload of money, and we'll be jealous of it.
Yeah, the SDCCU.
I mean, I don't like Paul. I'm not a fan of them, but you know what? I respect them for the grift of making all that money. He is making more money than he really is as a YouTuber, so you know what? That's all you need to say. Great Canadian Tire Fire
Center. Canadian Tire Fire. Graph on T-Roll says there was a Bitcoin bowl. So
that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm. They should have the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock bowl.
Oh, dude, it's just like there are a lot of just funny memes coming out of it. Just old video games. Like they have the Street Fighter 2 open with just Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
We need a meme bowl where it's just all memes. And you know how in the Ring of Honor, you know how in most stadiums now they have the ring and they have the graphics. Each graphic will be a meme. They would have Shannon Sharp there. Who's the dude that does that face where he I forget his name. Whatever.
Well, you probably have James Worthy smoking the cigar.
Who's on the Mount Rushmore of memes? Crying Jordan for sure. Right?
Crying Jordan. You probably have maybe Michael Jordan. Yeah, Crying Jordan. That's one. Maybe Nick Young.
SpongeBob.
You know, the weird post like that post.
Oh yeah. One. Nick Swaggy P.
Yeah, Nick Young.
Yes. What else? Oh, Roll Safe has got to be on the
Tyler Stevenson. I think that's
Bad Luck Brian. Yes.
Maybe James Harden with the fat suit.
Ooh. SpongeBob's got to be on the meme Mount Rushmore for sure. Mm-hmm. You were trying to read the Great Canadian Tire
Fire Center.
Yes.
Rip Eugene Melnick. While he was problematic over the last 5 years, particularly with how he handled the Senators, this team is not moving, period. The animosity between fans and franchise is truly no more. Go Sens, go. I mean, I feel bad for his family. I wish nothing but sympathy for his daughters, but, like, he was a piece of shit. And
fuck that guy.
He held the city hostage. He threw fans and like the team under the bus. He sabotaged good faith negotiation efforts. He lived in Barbados as a tax write-off for Canadian dollars. He got his start in pharmaceuticals.
He didn't murder anybody, so
yeah. I mean, that's apparently it's sympathetic these days. But I mean, my issue is too. It's like I think now it's going to go into a family trust. If you're Quebec City, you probably try and pounce on it if you can, because I don't know if the daughters are going to want to keep the team.
What other rich Canadian can afford to buy the Senators?
There was some probably a conglomeration of a businessman in Quebec. I know they've been looking to get a franchise for a while, but I was like funding.
How did Melnick make his money? Was he a finance guy?
I want to say pharmaceuticals. Let me check.
Yes, he did.
I know he's been dealing with health issues for a while because, like, I know he had the liver issue a while ago. He had a very rare disease.
Yeah, he was pharmaceutical.
Medical publishing. Yeah, Trimel, BioVale. So he got his money in pharmaceuticals.
Rangers score! Let's go! Let's go. Is that Vetrano again?
Yeah, it's your Vetrano.
No, it's Braden Schneider. Where was it? Braden Schneider. Was this a breakaway or a rebound? Oh, he just beat him. Just beat Tristan Jarry right there. The feed from Panarin. Top shelf blocker side. Yep.
Come on, Ben Roethlisberger's in attendance. You can't displease Ben. Also, Marco Monroe for 20 bombs as well. Thank you, by the way. Marbula 1 is back. That's Marble Formula 1. Ooh, dude, Marbula 1. I remember those were the dark days when that was the only thing.
Was the pandemic. Oh, my God.
Man, like, he was eating during that. But that was creative, though. And Major League Wiffle Ball back on May 6th. I believe YouTube sports are getting better than regular sports. These guys care about their leagues and work to make them better. Well, they're not solely corrupted by money. That's the thing. Like the NFL with the overtime rules, they're doing it for money. They're doing it for fan interest. That's all it is. It's not about the game. It's about
what was the darkest time for you in the pandemic where you were like, fuck, this is bad?
I would probably say when I ran out of ideas of stuff to do around June or July. I mean, that was rough. And there was a lot of shit going on in the world, and it's just like the world's gone fucking insane.
I thought watching iRacing on network television was pretty bad.
That too. There was esports all over the place. I do remember that.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God.
That's how Kyle Larson got in trouble.
Is this our lives? Like, could you imagine though if we didn't have the technology that we have now?
Oh, dude, if it were the 80s and 90s, there would have been like we'd be getting back into sports now because you have the TV contracts. Like if you had the tech back, if we were kids in the 90s, it would just be like, well, time to play Sega Genesis again.
Honestly, I don't think that they would have done as intense a shutdown as they did if we didn't have such connectivity in the world.
But
now.
At the same time,
they would have been like, I mean, it would have been much easier to bury.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Mm-hmm. I mean, actually, that would have been better off, but
yeah, they would have been like,
in hindsight, we didn't know what was going on,
and then probably COVID would have lasted like 6 months, and instead of
well, it would have been more like you would have had your higher highs, but it would have ended quicker.
Yeah, more people would have died for sure. Overall,
yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if it would have died more. It would have been more intense. Like the daily counts would have been higher.
Well, that first version of COVID was pretty nasty. It was killing people.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of hit people.
We was lucky.
And that's what people were worried about. It was like, okay, we don't know what's going on. We got to shut things down before it went crazy. And then like coronaviruses mutate heavily, which is why you got Delta and Epsilon and Alpha.
Omicron. That's what I had I had the Omicron or whatever.
Omicron Pro CI8, huh?
Yeah, I was fine. I was sick for 3 days. Oh, it was bad though. Don't get me wrong, it was bad.
I said it beats the shit out of people, man.
Yeah. Joe Tracy, my overtime proposal straight to the 2-point conversions and watch the utter chaos ensue.
No, I hate it. I hate that game.
Recreate Penn State versus Illinois. This would actually be horrible. I admit he had us the first half. Bud Pounder 420. Also, Albert Pujols coming back to St. Louis is a dream come true. All my fingers crossed that he's the DH when I take my mom to her first trip to Busch Stadium.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah, him. It's his final year. Yadier's final year. Adam Wainwright's final year. So
all that to waste Mike
It's that
Trout
farewell year. All the feels, dude. All the feels. And you know what? Don't blame Albert Pujols because he got paid a ton of money and he already made money, made all of that accolades, and he cashed in. Plus, remember, he has that personal services contract when he retires.
That's right. I was talking about the Angels, not the fucking Cardinals. I had the two red teams confused. My bad.
It's fine.
I'm talking shit. The Rangers and the Penguins are fighting. No, the Cardinals probably will fuck around and win a World Series is what will happen. What's funny to me, though, with the Cardinals is it was a pretty ugly divorce, though, between Pujols and the Cardinals the first time before he went and got paid. Now it's all the feels? Okay.
Well, you have to remember, it took 9 years to get Pujols back to St. Louis, which was bullshit. True. And I agree with, like, MLB, like, trying to have teams play each other every year or every other year, like a home and away series.
Yeah.
Because, like, it should not take Albert Pujols 9 years to get back to St. Louis.
Yeah. With the whole schedule rotation. I wonder, did he live up to his contract in LA?
Not really. The last years were kind of rough. He did he played up to it the first year or two, and then he just fell off. And then his final 5 years were just bad because like he lost his ability to field, he lost his range.
Okay, 2012, 285, 30, 105 slash, and then 2013, 258 and only 17.
Yeah, he fell off.
And then 2014 he was decent. He was actually really good in 2014, 272. 28, 105, and then the next year he hit 40 bombs, but only batted 244. And then every year,
the problem is you're paying $30 million for that. So you gotta be careful.
He was mediocre to average for sure.
And also remember, he's a first baseman where you have to hit.
Yeah. His career numbers, I mean, 679 career dogs.
Oh, dude, he's a surefire Hall of Famer. He might be near. If he's not near unanimous as a Hall of Famer, I'm gonna snap people's necks.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. 297 career average. That's excellent.
Oh, dude,
that's really good. And how many ribbies? 25, 2,150. I mean, way to go, Albert. Way to go. All right, you keep reading.
Yep. Josh Howard. Real talk. The Oscars is the biggest circle jerk of people that hate each other next to the State of the Union address. I don't think the Oscars, like, they hate each other. It's just like a circle jerk of each other in Hollywood. Like, that's all it is.
They are backstabbing little conniving cunts, though. Like they will step on each other and molest each other and do whatever it takes to get a movie made or whatever,
the big thing. Oh yeah, the Oscar nominees have a $140,000 gift bag, and like this is like the gift bag for the nominees. It's
the swag bags.
Yeah, it's like a $12,000 celebrity arms liposuction procedure from cosmetic surgeon Dr. Thomas Sue, which is more of a gift than we will ever get in our lives. The title of Lord or Lady of Glencoe, along with a small plot of land in Scotland. I already have that in established titles. Lord Tree, first of his name, son of the Peeing Willow. So I'm already there. I mean, you just got to pay a couple, like $50 to $100 for it. So that's not a real big deal. $25,000 worth of home renovations from Los Angeles-based Maison Construction. Can I get that? Be nice.
What, you get a gold toilet
popcorn from a Pop up to $10,000 worth of treatments and rejuvenation procedures from Dr. Konstantin Vasilkovich. So a $15,000 4-night stay for two at the Golden Door Luxury Resort and Spa in Escondido, California. Once again, can we have that? A small batch tea set from Oprah approved at the Chai Box, and a $1,200 life coaching session with wellness expert Coyote Joseph. And I think there was like a hotel in like Ireland that they went to with like butler service and like bagpipes.
Do they get the pancracharma cleanse like Aaron Rodgers got?
Probably.
Yeah. $140K.
I mean, it's like, hey, I wish I had my like what can we get this like stuff? Be nice.
First of all,
because I know like for the company throwing that, it's like not even free coffee, dude. It's like
I'm happy with stuff from Warmer Brew coffee. Listen,
oh yeah,
I got a set of steak knives here.
Ooh,
yeah. This is here. You read some supers. I'll try to find all the free shit that I've gotten as a YouTuber in this room. Okay, here's the steak.
Power of some good steak knives are really good, man. I mean, I have a set I bought like 3 years ago.
Here's a Yeti that my management company gave me. No one has ever bought a Yeti, by the way, at the actual from the Yeti store. Everyone who has a Yeti, it was given to them. I don't give a fuck what you say. No one buys an $80 cup. All right, you keep reading.
Yep, let's keep going. Uncultured Barbarian. When you guys play your baseball games, are they going to be streamed anywhere? You could set up some kind of charity stream or something.
We're gonna try to look. This is funny. Manscaped sent me shampoo and conditioner. Because I
I have Athletic Greens. That stuff's pretty good. I drink that every now and again. I've Keeps.
Here's all the Manscaped stuff. I got another trimmer today.
Everyday neighborhoods. Still wear them.
Here's the Ridge wallet. Got that. Keep reading while I look.
I have Mac Weldon in the closet.
What else do I have? Yeah, I have Mac Weldon.
Golden Hybrid 258. Tree, what do you think about Tyrann Mathieu to the Steelers? Fuck yes. Sign me up for that. Bring the Honey Badger to Pittsburgh.
On the Giants for sure. Oh, here's some more Manscaped stuff. Here's the Weed Whacker. Here's the other 4.0 right there.
Osvaldo Rodriguez. Can we get a clickbait punishment where someone doing a full WWE entrance with pyro? Dude, they're going to set our houses on fire if we do it.
I got this out of the fridge. There's Factor smoothie right here. These are really good, actually. These are great.
They look tasty.
Yeah. I drink one for breakfast in the morning. It also helps curb my appetite so I don't turn into a fat ass. All right, keep reading.
I actually probably could use that.
Yeah. Oh, here's the whole lawnmower kit. This is the whole, like this one, your balls, like that one I use in product shots. Keep going.
Uncultured Barbarian. That's it. If I ever get enough money to sponsor a bowl, I'm sponsoring the Clickbait Sports Bowl, and you all will have to be in attendance and on stage for the trophy ceremony. So what do? Are we just sitting there awkwardly? It's like, hey, you fuckers, here's a trophy. 5 bench warmer coffee.
That's right. Buy that benchmark. Here's an Elgato webcam that I never use because it's not as good as the other one because they gave that shit to me.
How dare you say that?
It's not. It's not as good as the one I'm using. It's overexposed, and I've tried to adjust it, and it's just, I don't know. I might sell it.
I use a 4K camera that I bought. I use it for videos too. I use it as a connector, and that's why like everyone bitches about my internet. It's my upload speed, man. That's the problem.
Yeah, your upload speed sucks.
Well, it's Wi-Fi. It's inconsistent. There are times where it hits like 300 megs, and it's just like, okay, that's good. And then like there are times where it hits to like 20, and it's like, okay, and then like a 2 gig upload speed, and that's where the problems come in.
I think that's all the free shit for now.
Yeah,
I have.
You'll get plenty of free shit. Plenty.
I got a bunch of Vincero watches, some clothes, Mac Weldon. Clothes from Cuts is actually one of my favorites.
The only problem with Mac Weldon is they're European cuts, so they're like they run smaller.
Yeah, well, that's not good for you, buddy. It's good for me when you actually have, muscles.
No, it's whatever. Jared,
all right,
fucking
keep reading.
Jared Foreman. The Leafs lead the Bruins 4-1 in the middle of the second period. Now watch as they blow it and lose an OT.
You blew it.
Well, actually, it's 6-1. It's 6-1 now, so it's probably not happening. Yeah, did the Bruins switch goalies with the Leafs because the Swayman's playing really bad, and the high-end talent of the Leafs is coming through, baby. High-end talent of the Leafs.
Aaron P wants to know how much for me to. Oh, we're not supposed to read that, but I'll read it anyways. It's $1.99. You just send me some free shit, and I'll let you rub any part of my body. Okay.
Yep. $1.99. You would do that. Uncultured barbarian. I was a kid in the 70s. A pandemic would have just meant we would have played outside with more dangerous toys, probably down in the rock quarry. Oh, dude, back then you probably would have, like, we would have just been like playing wiffle ball and shit, and then people would have been like, "Get away from them 6 feet."
Right. Well, we saw kids playing in the neighborhood like every day during the pandemic. Definitely one of them got sick.
Really? People were actually playing outside during the pandemic? That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. And remember, it started in March, and then school was canceled, right? Those kids were going crazy in their houses.
Yeah.
Crazy. Anyways.
I couldn't go to a gym. It sucked.
Yeah, that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
My wife and I were like walking, like going on.
Yeah, we had to walk outside, and it's just like you can't do much with walking. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
If Columbus stayed healthy the entire year, are they above the playoff line, even with all the injuries and the sheer youth? They're above 500. I don't know. Probably in the fringes, but I don't know if they're playoff spot. Alex Moreno. He has returned. I have returneth, y'all. I bid thine middle finger at my boss Will, who enjoyed the emulation of a greedy donkey and his demand to mandate 56-hour work weeks and the benefit of a large random corporate has promised thee.
Well, it looks like you got a little money out of that, Alex. You have $20
for a 56-hour work week, you better.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, what's the point of working 56 hours if you're not getting paid? I mean, at least with OT, it helps a little bit, but
that's YouTube.
Unless it's like one of those. Oh, dude. YouTube in the beginning is just like, you're just doing it for shits and giggles. You're not doing it for money.
YouTube in the beginning is like, it's like, some guy trying to play the guitar at in a university or something, hoping someone will walk by and be like, "Sweet riff, dude." Like that is YouTube in the beginning.
Yeah, I know. YouTube is like, you suck.
Yeah. You're terrible, and they're right too. That's the sad part.
The thing.
They're absolutely right. Like you're terrible in the beginning.
Oh yeah, you still get told you suck. Like I still get told I suck all the damn time. It's like, okay.
Yeah. What?
It's like I already know I suck. I don't know why I'm even here.
I'm not good at my job. What? All right.
Well, that's why we're not like super famous. That's why we're not the H3H3 podcast or anything like that. And even though all they do is just ramble on stupid shit, they have like hundreds of thousands of viewers and sponsors. Well, we're doing something wrong, Five. So you think McDonald's is hiring right now?
That's what happens when you upload a 10 out of a 10. They say this is your worst performing video, and then they send you an application.
Oh, yeah, I get that. I've had a lot of that as of late.
I mean, Arby's like, kind of sounding good. They started $15 an hour, you know.
Like, $15 an hour is not bad, man.
Yeah. It's food service, but hey, nothing wrong with that. All right.
You know that, man. Let's keep going here. Jared Chapman. I'm sorry, that one guy. Been watching the Secret Base documentary on Dave Steeb. I don't know a thing about baseball, but he had some bad luck.
He did. He did. I know the ending of the story, and I won't give it away, but it's incredible. What happened?
If you look at his career arc, even on like Baseball Reference, you can see like an interesting career arc there.
Yeah, Dave Steeb was a wild man. Them cats over at Secret Base, they do good work. They do good work.
They have time to. They don't suck at making videos. So
yeah, that's what a budget of several people
and a team to help you too.
Yes, it's just us here, or me and Will basically, and you.
I don't even have a Will. Like,
right.
I have a guy that helps me out in sports ball like during the season, but now he's like he has a real job, so he's like college. Doing some stuff outside right now. Oh, he's not college. He's just like an adult, but like
I have Jamie, this other cat that he does research for me. He's really good too.
Yeah.
But he's in college, so he can't always jump on everything that I need.
That definitely makes sense.
Yeah. But like I'll go to him, I'll be like, hey, I need every stadium. I need all their coordinates. Like I need all the Premier League stadiums. And he'll do it, put them all on a spreadsheet for me. It's convenient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely, man.
This other cat. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, this other cat, David Horofsky, he did the research for my Camden Yards video. He went through Baseball Savant and found all the home runs that would have hit the warehouse. Like I was like, nice. I could have done it, but I was like, fuck doing that. I'm going to pay David to do it. And he fucking killed it. He killed it. Like he even plotted them. He plotted where they landed. And so I took that and overlaid it over Camden Yards and it looked like perfect. I was impressed. Anyways.
Man. Yeah. Let's keep going here. Jared Chapman, NFL OT proposal. No regular season OT. Ties are not bad. Postseason OT is extra 15-minute periods with fourth quarter timing rules until one team is ahead at the end of the period. That's not going to happen. Too much of a risk for injuries, unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying extra quarter. Like, hey, let's just do an extra quarter, and I'm just like, no, I don't.
I feel like that's going to be it's too much on the players. That's overkill.
It feels very soccer-like. And if I'm a player, I want OT to end as soon as possible. Like. I don't want to.
That's why they call it sudden death. It's because you want it to get it done as soon as possible.
Right. Yeah. Well. Anyways, keep it reading.
Alex Moreno. I meant to say ransom. And song of the week is A Certain Shade of Green by Incubus. I am back and I can thoroughly dunk on Seattle now. Welcome back to the 90s, Seattle. It's like the Kingdom, really.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they might be trading DK Metcalf too.
Maybe they're cleaning house. And who'd they sign to be their quarterback besides Drew Lock?
Well, it's Drew Lock, and then there were Kaepernick. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, the draft is also
stalled. Mm-hmm. And then
I know what you're saying. I've been very quiet about that, but it's the most hilarious thing to trend on Twitter in a long time.
That's what I mean. It's like I need to check it right there. All I know about
no, Robot is back. Alan Nadeau says for the WWE fans in here, Thomas Ciampa made it known that his match against Tony D'Angelo and Stand and Deliver will be his last in NXT. Thank you, Ciampa. Yinzer, look at this frozen. Here, let me interview this frozen piece of shit right here. So, Tree, don't say anything if you think that the Pittsburgh Penguins suck. Again, Tree, tell me, is Sidney Crosby... Someone clip that. All right. Lost History says going on the EFEAP podcast level 32-hour stream. Oh, what is EFAP? I don't even know what that is. EFAP. EFAP. Every frame a pause. Okay. You know, there's so many YouTubers out there that have millions and millions of subs, and I've never heard of them. Like, I didn't even know who Lisa Coshley was. And she had like 8 million subs. And I was like, who the fuck are you? Motherfuckers don't be knowing what they're talking about. Oh, here's that fucking.
For whatever reason, my internet just pooped on me. And then I had to switch to like from a 5G connection to a regular connection. It's just like.
Aren't you going to move at some point?
Yeah, in the next month. But like,
wow. Did you settle on a place?
Well, like we're trying to figure out internet issues right now. The problem is like I may have to come back here to take care of some stuff because like what?
As long as you don't miss the stream, but still like, hey, dude, like you're saying that internet's so bad that this is the better option that you just literally froze out.
Well, I'd probably have to do a wire connection then, but it's like cable doesn't run through it for whatever reason. It's annoying. And I've been running like with a chicken of my like. I've been running like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to figure it out. It's just like
you're the dumbest smart person I know. Like you suck with technology. Like you're
tech. It's my Wi-Fi, dude.
Okay. All right. Anyways. You're like that dude, dude at work that's like the most brilliant carpenter, but he's like, yeah, dude can't start his car after he leaves, or he can't check his email. You're like, hey guys, can you show me how to log in and I can check my email? Let's go work down at the steel mill. All right, Alex Moreno, it's official, boys. The Seahawks bandwagon is dead. I shall celebrate merrily by playing the Peanuts theme for this beautiful viewer's joy of joys. All right.
Okay, Alex. Snoopy.
As Baldy tries to sell me these sponsored products, an ad for ExpressVPN just interrupted my stream on the DF. Followed by an ad for American Airlines. Well, they want you to fly to wherever you're pretending to be. The Simpsons says 90. Where do I send the condolence flowers to Uche after Purdue lost to St. Peter's? Tired of the NFL listening to Twitter and changing the OT rules. No, I think they were listening to other teams. Really. Teams that were pissed off. And Jared Froman says, don't trust the Leafs with any lead. They had a 7-2 lead on Detroit going into the third period. They gave up 5 goals in the first 8 minutes of the third. Steve Dangle screamed like a banshee. Yeah, that did happen. And real quick, one last one, Alex Moreno. I just realized my beloved Kings goalie coach looks almost exactly like John Kennelly. Okay.
Yeah, I see what's happening with the hashtag. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you figured it out. Yes, very smart. Do not say that online. Do not type it. Do not mention it. We need to not have our careers be sacrificed.
Oh, don't worry. Our careers are already over. You know what I mean?
You can't tell jokes anymore. I think if we told that joke or even showed it, Susan Wojcicki would just come through the thing and smack us. You can't be funny anymore. Can't tell jokes.
Well, it's like, keep your damn jokes out of my fucking mouth.
You're not allowed to be funny anymore. Can't
they don't care about that though. It's comedy's mostly about just ranting about stuff now.
You can definitely take a dick, but you can't take a joke.
Ain't that right?
All right.
The Simpsons 90. Where do I send the condolence flowers to Uche after Purdue lost to St.
No,
Peter's?
I read that. Right. Simpsons said you need to read I'm Not a Duke Honk. You need to
sorry.
down.
You went back to you went through Alex Moreno. That's why I thought you were Yep. I'm not a Duke honk, but I sure did call it. I see Duke in Kansas in the final like 91, and Coach K's winning legacy will come full circle with a dub. I can see it like rigged enough where Duke wins. That's why I always felt like was going to happen.
It reeks of the story.
I mean, like it's very predictable. I can really see Duke winning. It probably isn't rigged, but it just feels rigged.
Right. But it's the stench is amazing.
Very stenchful.
Yes, it's very
lots of money, lots of ratings. Dukes has a lot of money.
Yes. Okay. What you got?
Yeah, buddy. Let's go with
Oh, that's funny.
Yep, Golden Hybrid 258. I wanted to make a joke about 5 being in the next G.I. Joe movie, but I don't want to offend his alopecia condition. Oh, you're gonna slap him now? Yeah, at 5 points, you're gonna be in G.I. Jane too.
Keep my hair out your mouth. Out your motherfucking mouth.
Well, how can you worry about your hair? You don't have any. How can I put it in my mouth? Ever think of that?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Golden Hybrid. Trying to talk shit about me. I will smack you.
Pat a Cat 116 for $7.99 Australian. Today was the biggest day for World Cup qualifiers with a lot of spots decided. Australia going through the playoffs to try and qualify for 5 straight.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's designed now more so that it's really hard to lock up.
And the Rangers just scored again. Chris Kreider. Great.
Chris Kreider, 45th goal of the season, I think. He might score 50 this year. 50 goal was out of Chris Kreider.
Well, that's people bitching about Letang. It sounds like a Letang. Let's take a look
let's
here.
see. Oh, won the draw clean. Back to Miller, it looks
nice
like.
cycling.
No, it was from Kreider there. Was it a deflection?
Yeah. Letang missed his guy.
Off the end board. Yep, purposely off the end board. Kreider's good at that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes,
that is what it is. Andrew Mayer. Ross Chastain's last lap bump on the dinger looks worse than it actually is because of the contact with Bowman. AJ saves that if Bowman wasn't there.
I met Ross Chastain. He asked me if I was
I want to highlight that one because it's hilarious. That is hilarious lost history, by the way. Jada with a beard. Hollow for 10. Yeah. The NFC South has fallen apart. Is this the curse of Tom Brady? Your division sucks. I'd rather win a title in a tough division, but still happy to have Brady. And the Saints may still be okay, but they've lost some pieces. They're probably second, and then Atlanta, they're rebuilding, and Carolina's just the hot.
They got Andy Dalton, man. They should be fine.
No, they have Famous Jameis, dude. Famous Jameis.
Oh, you don't think Andy Dalton's gonna start?
No, Jameis is going to be your starter, dude.
Yeah,
probably quarterback. Dalton's your backup, and then emergency cases, so you don't have to deal with Ian Book and Trevor Siemian.
Yeah.
So Jerway for Fear KK97 for the Wild, only have 1 overtime loss and all wins against the Metropolitan Division.
Wild are going to be dangerous in the playoffs.
Yeah, they look interesting. I think this is the year they got to do it. I mean, they have young prospects, but like those Suter and Parise contracts are going to raise up significantly. They still have to sign Kevin Fiala. You're going to have issues of goaltending because Talbot's not getting any younger. Fleury's a free agent. You traded Kakkonen. I mean, you do have Jesper Wallstead. Do you rush him and see what happens or what?
I mean, like to say the Wild even had a window is ridiculous, but I mean, this is like the end of whatever window that they ever had. You know what I'm saying?
They expected a lot more out of it. They really did.
Yeah.
Sir Random Guy. Hot take, if the Seahawks get Mayfield, we will be in playoff contention. Well,
you had Russell Wilson. That roster with Russell Wilson.
They have bigger issues than quarterback right now.
The Rangers are
like
all
your
over.
line has. I mean, you've lost Dwayne Brown, you've lost Carlos Dunlap, you've lost Bobby Wagner, you might lose DK. The whole Legion of Boom's been gone.
Should have won that second championship.
Yeah. Well, that's their legacy. Their legacy is passing the ball on the 1 yard line. It's not even the Super Bowl. Just saying something.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers them winning a Super Bowl. They remember passing the ball on the 1 yard line.
Right. If they had just crushed the Broncos, that'd be like greatest defense ever, But they went back, got to the Super Bowl, and then lost it in epic.
It's like the 85 Bears, like playing against. I'm trying to think.
The 86 Bears.
The 86 Bears. Like if they went played Washington, and then Jim McMahon, instead of rushing Walter Payton, they decided to have Jim McMahon try to run a quarterback draw, and he fumbles on the 1 yard line. That's pretty much what it is.
Oh. Let's create a false reality for something that actually happened. All right, what's the next one?
Cat 116. Nigerian fans rioted on the field after being eliminated from the World Cup. If you didn't see, yep, I did. First time in 16 years they were eliminated from the World Cup.
Who'd they play?
Ghana.
Yep. They decided they were gonna riot after the game.
Well, guess what? You're gonna get canceled because you can't make jokes anymore.
Yep.
I'll cancel you for that terrible jokes.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag not.
You gonna be a bitch. Alex Moreno, though you missed the joke, John Kennelly was that naked guy from Falls Church, Virginia that got busted twice on To Catch a Predator who just came to get something to eat. It's a bit of an obscure joke.
Yeah, that is a really I've
seen it, but it's been a while since I've seen that one.
The funniest To Catch a Predator is when this old guy goes to meet some what he thinks is like a teenage boy, and he drives for like 6 hours, and the first thing that he says, like they sit him down and they're like, why don't you have a seat? He's like, I really need to go to the bathroom. And like
my favorite one is, I think it was like a rabbi, and then he just immediately strips naked before Chris Hansen gets in there. And I'm like, oh god,
that show could be faked, right? Like that happened.
No, it's not fake. I mean, that is real. I mean, they were stinging that for a while.
I'm sure
they hid the cameras.
I'm sure
they probably did everything one at a time. They scheduled it so like nobody interlapped with one another.
I think that they didn't press charges or none of the people were arrested because you could argue that the way that they were talked to online was entrapment.
It was grooming, entrapment, and like some of them were charged, but most of them weren't because it just came on a public record, and I think like a lot of lives did get ruined. But
I think that those people instead of Chris Hansen coming out, there should have just been a giant industrial shredder in the middle of the floor, and they just pushed whoever the pedophile is into it, and they just come out.
Nobody's gonna miss him. You're not losing much of anything with that shit.
Yeah,
and I know it's cold, but nobody likes a pedophile. Fuck that.
Pedophiles. Nope.
Yep.
Oh, there's Alex. He's back. Did you quit your job? Did you go to the beach, Alex? You look like you got a little tan. His mic.
Can't hear you.
Oh, gotta unmute. Unmute your mic. You're muted.
Yes, I did. Will Rubaclava, if you were watching this, suck my dick, you greedy asshole. Fuck you.
No actual names.
Oh.
Turn that down. I'm getting.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
You're kind of echoing though.
You're echoing.
And mute your stream.
Oh, I think I know what it is because I have the other tab running. There we go. Let me close the YouTube tab.
There you go.
There you go.
What's up, America?
Or mute.
You saved, man.
Did you quit your job, Alex?
Yeah, I did. Because the thing is, he got really mad though because I was calling off a lot of the Saturdays, and he was kind of blackmailing me because I wanted a position as an assembly supervisor in the next department over, and he was kind of blackmailing me by claiming that I was prone to calling sick. And I pulled up the attendance sheet and said, look, I made it to every weekday. I've only missed the forced optional Saturdays because it's optional overtime, which you mandated. And then he keeps telling them, I just don't need that. Don't give me that. Like, I need you on these Saturdays. Like, you're not going to skip these. And I literally told, you know what, you can piss off. And I literally called the agency and said, I'm not fucking working for this guy anymore.
There you go. And I'm not going to jail for you or anybody.
Well, it's like that thing from, what movie was that? He's like, you know what? I'm done. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. You're cool. Fuck you.
Half-baked.
Half-baked. Half-baked. That's Scarface. Mm-hmm. Dodge, what's up? What do we got going on?
Well, I'm not going to be able to stream until tomorrow night because I'm going to be traveling this weekend.
Oh, yes.
Going back to SC. Got a lot going on down there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what, Alex? I'm hiring somebody.
Oh. Who?
I'm hiring people. I'm looking for someone who can work in Milledgeville, Illinois. Are you ready to move?
Yeah.
What a twist!
What's his job? Cleaning out shit from a pig trough?
Actually, no.
He's going to work at the box factory.
No, the box factory is in Chadwick, but Milledgeville's right next to Chadwick. What you're going to be doing is managing a crypto farm for me.
Oh.
Wow.
Why did you put it in Illinois?
Because power there is cheap.
Oh, smart.
Find me a cheap apartment where I can sleep in a race car. I bet you wish you could sleep in a race car.
Dude, the crypto
Race
farm
car
in
bed?
Milledgeville is literally a house, dude.
How much are you offering to do that? A lot?
Well, he gets company-provided room and board, so he really just needs money for like food and gas and entertainment and shit.
Do I get to sleep in a race car bed?
You have a race car bed? I don't fucking care.
I bet you wish.
Do you provide the race
Yang?
car bed?
No, I don't provide the race car bed.
What does managing a server farm entail? Just like making sure that the power's on?
Basically, yeah. And then if anything like resets, he has to get it running again.
Oh, and that's not difficult, right?
Not really.
No. Did you just turn it on
takes
and turn it off again?
Maybe 10 minutes of work.
Yeah, Patacat116 says these recent World Cup qualifiers deserve their own video from Tree, especially the Madness, which is Africa qualifiers. Tree don't know anything about soccer.
A little bit. It's been a bit since I've really focused in on it. That's the only thing.
What's it called when the goalie puts it in his scores on himself?
Andres Escobar-ing yourself.
What? Tree.
I don't know. Is that a joke?
They fucked the
I'm
ball.
just asking. It's a what?
They fucked the ball.
Huh. Okay, that's a acceptable answer. They fucked the
They
ball.
fucked
An
the
own
ball.
goal, yes.
Yeah, they fucked the ball.
They did fuck the ball. All right, we made it an hour plus. The Rangers game is still going on. We're in the third period.
I see
Any
that people have
announcements?
found my helper.
From the Peanut Gallery.
Yes,
How's South
Ewing says
Carolina
hello.
doing in that final women's basketball tournament?
We take on Louisville this weekend in our Final Four.
All right. Yes. All right.
And if any of y'all missed the UConn NC State game last night, if you get a chance to watch a replay, do it. It's an instant classic.
Awesome. Who won?
Sadly, UConn after 2 overtime.
You're welcome, Kevin.
Yes. Thanks
I'm
for
actually kind of
Bobby
sad.
Trees.
I'm actually kind of sad, though, because thing is, Bobby Trees was such a lovable hometown hero. But, I mean, to be fair, he was coming off of injury, and we're still trying to clear. I mean, we have a good amount of money left over from what we just did. So.
Clear cap. You signed Allen Robinson, so that's probably a little bit of what happened. Maybe get Jarvis Landry.
I wish we could steal Bobby Wagner so we could give Seattle the biggest middle finger in the division, but whatever. You can't have everything, right?
There's probably a bit in North Baltimore going on, so it depends.
Hiei, do you have anything other than you're looking for help on your server farm?
Let's see. Not really. You know, American Industries just keeps on rolling, you know.
American Industries, baby. All right. Well, I think we did our time. Thank you all for the super chatters.
You speak as if this is a prison sentence. You are.
It is a prison
so
sentence. Connor Kennedy, VA, how do you feel about the Bears legend Ryan Bates?
Just another one of the signings that ultimately Buffalo really wanted him back. So I'm sure we'll get somebody else to be a camp body.
It's going to be a rough year in Chicago next year.
Wait, I can't run it there.
Justin Fields is going to die again. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think quite so much.
Thanks for the first round pick, though. We appreciate it.
The offense just needs to show signs of improvement. And 5 points, you and I both know that New York is going to fuck that pick incredibly.
No.
They have two picks.
They are.
Two picks to fuck up.
They have two opportunities. Two opportunities to just fuck it hard.
What's gonna happen is you're gonna pick Desmond Ridder. You're gonna pick him, and then you're gonna pick like a third round graded defensive tackle because they play the Giants way.
It's either going to be Thibodeau or Ekwonu at 5. And then Chris Cross or whatever his name is, the corner.
Wait, Dodger, keep singing it. Wait, I got the song. I'm gonna play it.
Why are you drafting 2 tackles? Or Cornu and Charles Cross are tackles.
Chris Cross. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but it's going to be really hard for the Giants to fuck up 5 and 7, and it's going to be even harder for them to.
I'll be looking forward for them to fuck it up, though.
Hey, Tree, when the Giants do inevitably fuck this up, clip that which he just said so we can put it at the front end of the video.
How are they going to fuck it up?
Oh, don't worry. You said this last year. You said the Giants weren't going to fuck it up last year. Look what happened. We traded our pick to 12. We moved down. We acquired a first-round pick. We can't fuck this up. And then you're like, if we pick Kadarius Toney, I'm going to flip shit. And guess what? They pick Kadarius Toney, and then you abuse the chair, and you're throwing stuff all over the place, and then you're flipping shit, and then it turns into great viral content because you know that's how it works. That's how it works.
The definition of insanity.
Turn the shit off. Turn the shit off. All I'm going to do is dunk on you for being a Giants fan.
Fuck you.
Turn it off.